RVBN, The Rich Video Blog Network, home to weekly NFL predictions, great personality profiles, great professional wrestling video blogs, great sports video blogs, great MBTA video blogs, great entertainment video blogs, plus tons more. Collection of my work goes back to June of 2014 on various social media websites. RVBN, the only video blog on the internet that matters. Time now is 7:55 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts, on Tuesday, March 28th, 2017. Cloudy skies today, maybe some raindrops later. Some news to report on the RVBN Newswire. The key Cleveland Cavaliers got smoked by the San Antonio Spurs last night, meaning the Boston Celtics are in first place in the Eastern Conference by a half a game. Wow. And also, the Winnipeg Jets and the Dallas Stars have been eliminated from Stanley Cup contention. And 18 years ago today, Stone Cold Steve Austin beat The Rock to win the WWE Championship for the third time at WrestleMania 15 in Philadelphia. And also 18 years ago today, there was supposed to be a match at WrestleMania between good old JR and Mr. McMahon, and a stipulation if JR won, he would get his commentating job back, and if Mr. McMahon won, JR and Dr. Death would be fired, and Jerry the King Lawler was supposed to be the referee. He was going to be biased to Mr. McMahon, but eventually, Dr. Death would have turned on JR, and he would also beat up the King as well and join the corporation. But it was scrapped because Dr. Death worked stiff on wrestlers. Bummer! That was supposed to be a Dr. Death Stone Cold Steve Austin feud for the WWE for summer of 1999. And that's about it on news from the RVBN Newswire. Be back in flash with my first video blog subject today. Most surprising and most disappointing NHL teams this season. Pump it up, 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 pump it up. Get your exercise in. Run, walk, swim, jump rope, do power walks, do power lifts, do power crawling, roll around fastly, and jump, jump, jump. Do it at least 30 minutes a day to get your heart healthy and be a slim 217 pounds. Get your exercise in. RVBN, Billerica, Massachusetts. Time now 7:58 in the morning, Billerica, Massachusetts. Back. My first video blog subject of the day is about disappointing and most surprising NHL teams in this season, 2016-2017. The NHL season's almost over. And here are some of the surprise teams in the NHL this year, and then followed by some of the most disappointing NHL teams. The most surprising NHL team this year, one of them, has to be the Columbus Blue Jackets, who are fighting for the best record in the NHL. Last year, they were very disappointing, but mid-season John Tortorella was coach, and the Blue Jackets won 16 straight games, which is pretty amazing. And it's too bad that they're going to have to either face off against the Pittsburgh Penguins or the Washington Capitals if they get the 2 or 3 seed. But if they get the number 1, they could have an easy time going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Another surprise team in the NHL this year has to be the Minnesota Wild. A lot of experts were saying that Minnesota was going to finish in the bottom of the Central Division, but they had a 12-game winning streak early in the year. Very consistent goaltending by Devnik Dupree, and Bruce Boudreau has got the offense going for them. They've been sliding a little bit, but they're in a guaranteed playoff spot. Another surprise team in the NHL this year has to be the Toronto Maple Leafs. A lot of people were predicting the Maple Leafs was going to finish last in the NHL again this year, but they are fighting for a playoff spot, and they look pretty good. They're kind of a year ahead of schedule. Another surprise team in the NHL this year is the Ottawa Senators. A lot of people were predicting the Senators to be like a bubble team or out of like the bottom of the Atlantic standings, but they are still in it for the chance for the Atlantic Division. And another surprise team is the Calgary Flames. They started off so slow this year. There was talk about giving up Dougie Hamilton early in the year, but they have made a stride to get a playoff spot. And now, some of the most disappointing teams in the NHL this year. You gotta say the most disappointing team in the NHL this year has to be the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars look like a team that was ready to go to the Western Conference Finals or win it all, but they have shaky goaltending and they're just giving up on their coach Lindy Ruff. Another disappointing team in the NHL this year, LA Kings. The LA Kings lost Jonathan Quick, and when they did that, they could have flew up the season. Peter Buchek was decent and back up, but they made some deadline trades, getting Ben Bishop and Joel McGinley, but that hasn't helped them. They're going to miss the playoffs. Another disappointing NHL team this year is the Detroit Red Wings. They're going to miss the playoff for the first time since 1990. A lot of people were predicting that they would miss the playoffs, but they're one of the worst teams in the Eastern Conference. But there were some experts says they would always get together at the second half and make a run, but they're not going to this year. Another disappointing team in the NHL this year has to be the St. Louis Blues. A lot of people were saying the Blues would be like a top contender for the Western Conference as well, but the goaltending was a little shaky, and Ken Hitchcock was fired mid-season, replaced by Mike Yeo, and then going to get a wild card spot. But a lot of people said the Blues could have been on top of the Central. And the last most disappointing team has to be Philadelphia Flyers. They had a 10-game winning streak early in the year, but they've been so inconsistent since. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. 2 more video blogs coming for you. One will be about the old supermarket, Johnny's Food Master in Greater Boston. And third and final video blog on that will be about the WWE MSG House Show card from Madison Square Garden on November 24th, 1987. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Billing guy. Molly was blog. WCC Alex Nance, nice likes. Elizabeth Hart, so stunning. She's best. Amy Sweezy's awesome. Amy Linda Church of the WPIX channel of New York. Rocking Cougars got the best likes of New York City. Barnan. Bobby Gibbs of BC 11 has a sweet southern accent. Best likes in Raleigh, North Carolina. And Ren Clev, WHC Channel 7 Boston has best likes in Boston. Have a good day. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. And in the words, Sean Lucci, get out!